Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm gonna have to turn my volume up, and I've got a new laptop, and I'm not sure how. Let me see. Hang on. All right, that ought to be good. What do you say something?
Good morning, David. How are you doing?
Doing good. That's good there.
Good morning, Debbie. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thank both of you for doing this.
Oh, of course, of course. Not a problem.
Happy to help the family.
Yeah, I
What?
appreciate it.
Oh, yes.
All right, Mr. Minton, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I cannot hear you. You'll need to enable your audio.
Okay, this is my first
Let me see if it's
Zoom, so
okay. There you are. I can hear you now.
okay.
Ms. Clark, is that Miss Clark that's labeled?
Yes, it says Larry, but it's me, Deborah.
Very good.
Can you see if Mr. Savoy can hear you?
Good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. You need to
Uh,
enable your video, please. Down at the
okay.
bottom left hand of your screen, there should be a camera icon.
There is this laptop doesn't have one that works. Let me connect here this way.
Okay, I can't, I can take the witness's testimony, but I can't take your testimony without video.
All right, one second, sir.
Since you live in Port Arthur.
I live in Conroe now. I moved. Otherwise, I would be there in courtroom. I
Okay,
can't.
what is your address now, sir?
800 North FM 3083 Road.
3083?
Yes, sir. Road West.
Conroe?
Yes, sir.
And what's the zip there?
77303.
All right, so Ms. Clark and Mr. Minton, if you'll raise your right hand, please.
There he is, Judge.
All right, and Mr. Savoy, you can raise your right hand. All right, do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth so help you God?
I
Yes,
do.
Help me God.
Okay, go right ahead,
Okay,
Mr. Bell.
Judge. Okay, you're Joe Bill Savoy, is that true?
that is true.
Okay, Mr. Savoy, you're here today regarding the estate of your late mother, Elizabeth Ann Savoy, is that true?
Yes, it is.
And understand that mom passed away on or about May 27th of last year, 2023, is that true?
Yes, it is.
Leaving you and your sister Sharon Emmerich and the only two children ever born to mom, who who was a single lady, not married when she passed away. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and so there is no will. Mom had no last will and testament that you or your sister are aware of. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Never heard her speak of having had a will prepared. Is that true?
That is true.
And have you had an opportunity prior to the hearing, Mr. Savoy, to look over the proof of death and other facts that we're filing with the court today?
Yes, I have.
And is everything in that document within your knowledge and true and correct?
Yes, it is.
And finally, I believe we've sent you an oath, and you assure the court that you'll take care of the affairs of your mother's estate to the best of your ability. Is that true?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Judge, I'll pass the witness to Mr. Warren.
Any questions of this witness?
Mr. Savoy, you and I had a chance to talk earlier. Is that correct by phone? If you
Yes,
recall?
we did.
All right. And you said you and your sister were the only heirs of your mother's estate?
Yes, I did.
All right. There were no other children born or adopted to her that might have predeceased her?
No.
All right. And no other heirs to the best of your knowledge?
That is correct.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Judge, then if I could call it, Mr. David Minton and Ms. Deborah Clark. You're David Minton and Ms. Deborah Clark, is that right?
Yes,
We spoke by telephone, I think Friday afternoon, is that right, or Saturday, is that right?
yes,
And neither of you have any interest in the estate of Elizabeth Ann Savoy, is that right?
right.
No,
And we
Or-
sent you some statements of facts to review, and have y'all had an opportunity to review those documents?
Yes,
yes,
Okay, and is everything contained in those documents within your knowledge and true and correct?
yes.
yes.
Okay. Judge.
Okay, Mr. Minton, where do you live?
Lovington, New Mexico,
Where?
Lovington, New Mexico,
Lovington?
southeast corner.
Gotcha. And Ms. Clark?
I live in Portales, New Mexico.
Very good, thank you. Go right ahead. Any questions of these witnesses?
For both of the witnesses, I had a chance to speak to you earlier by phone. Would any of your answers to any of the questions I gave to you early change at this point in time?
I can barely hear you.
He wants to know if that's Mr. Warren, who is the at Guardian, the attorney ad litem in this case. He said he'd spoken to each of you earlier on the phone. He said,
Yes.
"Have any of the answers to any of the questions he asked you changed at this point?"
No,
Okay,
All right, thank you.
That's all we have, Judge, unless you need anything.
all right, Mr. Savoy, so what's gonna happen is, Mr. Minton and Ms. Clark are going to sign their, proofs in front of a notary public and return
Yes,
them
sir.
to Mr. Dowden. You likewise are gonna sign your proof of death and other facts and oath before a notary public and return those to Mr. Dowden. Once he gets those, he'll file those with the county clerk, and I'll sign the judgment declaring heirship and the order authorizing independent administration of your mother's estate. I'm going to give Mr. Dowden a guide that explains how the probate process works, and he's gonna send that to you. So make sure you take some time to review that. Also, make sure, once you get your letters of administration, that will give you authority to act on behalf of the estate so that you can sell real estate, deal with financial institutions and so forth. Make sure that you cooperate with him in doing an inventory, because the inventory is gonna be due 90 days, within 90 days of the date I sign the order. And he'll explain to you what that involves, okay?
All right.
All right, y'all have a great week.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Quick
sir.
question. Quick question on this form I'm going to sign and send. I don't have a snail mail address. Can I scan it and email it?
That's what we do, yes, sir.
Yeah, you'll need to, as long as you sign it before a notary public, yes, you can scan it and.
Okay, all right.
All right,
Thank you all very much. Have a good evening.
All right.
Good day.
Thank you.
Good.
You too.
Thank you.
take care. Thank you, Ms. Clark. All right,
Another one down.
and Mr. Brinkley still here?
He said he was gonna come back he was downstairs with his clients and he was coming right back. And Harvey, you had the Caselli question.
I got the Italian question.
Yeah, come on in, Mark.
Yeah, okay.